Okay. If you follow me on Instagram, I know I just skipped my whole intro. First and foremost, peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. It's late. It's like 30 something in the morning. So forgive the lack of an intro. But peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. I'm Mamina. That's Mamina. When in doubt, just say Mina. This is coming from Divine Masculines. I know that you see what the deck says, but let me break it down. So earlier, a song channeled in. It's one of my favorite songs by one of my favorite people in the world. So it's Michael Jackson's Ghost, right? If you know this song and you see the deck that is on the table, you might have an idea of where this is going. There's a specific part of the song that keeps playing over and over and over. So what we're going to do, because I knew it was going to turn into a reading, but I got busy. I didn't get time and they won't let me chill until I do this. I will post this video probably for later today so that you guys can see it. There's already a premiering video coming, but I'll premiere this one for like maybe in the afternoon or something. But I just got to get this like out of my head because I done watched the video. I done done everything to try to get them to chill. Divine Masculines are pissed with their karmatic partner, at least the ones I'm channeling. At this point, they might want to cut somebody. That's all I'm saying. Like, they done had enough, and they want the Divine Feminines to know what the Karmatics are up to, what they've been doing. But this energy here, I feel like a lot of these Karmatics fooled the Divine Masculines. Believe it or not, sometimes Divine Masculines kind of have an idea that the person they're dealing with ain't gonna be if you know what I mean. Like, they know this isn't right, I'm just running from something, and then they get involved and it ends up being more than what they thought it was going to be. Like, it ends up turning it out worse, or they thought they were just going to be able to like fool around, maybe distract, maybe settle, and then it turns into this whole toxic experience. I don't necessarily like to call, me personally, I don't like to call people that they're with just for lessons karmatics. To me, a karmatic, from what I've seen, is a toxic person. Now, yes, the term can be used to also describe, two people who just were in a relationship, really weren't meant to be together. They were just meant to learn lessons from each other. But I rather see those people as something different, because a lot of times they're not necessarily toxic. They just don't mesh. They just don't come together. Maybe there's some things that happen that trigger you in the relationship, but it's not the equivalent of what some of these do, and that's be it a feminine karmatic or masculine karmatic. But you'll probably hear a lot of people use the term for both. In this case, we're talking about toxic karmatics, and maybe they're plotting something against the divine feminine. We about to find out, because whatever it is, the masculines done had enough. Anytime you channeling a mic song, you done had enough. Anytime you ghost, really? So I was going to pre-shuffle, but they're like, no, we want this. We want this to just like flip out. And as they flip out, we go in. So I'm going to try and keep this short because, again, it's late. I also feel like I'm going to warn right now that this is going to be a two-parter. The reason I feel this way, they keep showing me in my mind's eye 2 Pacific tarot decks that I don't have at the moment, actually. But they keep showing it to me. And so I'm going to need to get those. So I might be channeling like different, I always channel different groups, but I might be channeling different groups that are experiencing whatever's going on with the karmatic in a different way. It's unfolding separately. And in order to really express what's taking place or give a backstory, they need certain cards that they feel like the image will resonate with the collective. So for now, we just gonna call this part 1. This song is going to be channeled again for the tarot edition when I get my hands on those tarot cards. I've never been like this bugged. I was led to the cards divinely, but I've never had a collective legit like come in for a deck of cards that I don't own. It's one thing if I own it, but I don't own like masculines. What? So let's get to the bottom of this. The verse that keeps playing over and over in my head is and who gave you the right to scare my family? And who gave you the whoa? Okay. Dang, we ain't even finished the chorus. Oh my god. Oh my god. They didn't even flip. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all are seeing this live. They even flipped over the how? Like how? Okay, I gotta pause because I gotta fix these. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all just saw that. Like, that's crazy. Not only did they flip those cards out, which are the only ones I'm going to leave out for that part of the song, but they turned several cards in the deck like completely reverse. And those we're not going to leave those out. They have to come out the right way. Like, oh my gosh. Masculines are what type of tea? I didn't even get to the other part. All that just for that one line, like line and a half or something. All right, let's try this again. Let's not shuffle on that first part because we already got like 4 cards out over here. They didn't even, normally my cards flip like this. These Jones was like, We're going to put these over here. We'll get to those in a moment. So before we even shuffle, like, you know, toss them up, we're going to redo this. This is how I channel song readings, guy. I either play the song or I just sing the part that they keep channeling to me over and over. So bear with me, guys, because this is crazy. And who gave you the right to scare my family? And who gave you the right to scare my baby? She needs me. And who gave you the right to shake my family tree? They put a knife on my back, shot an arrow in me. To me, are you the ghost of jealousy? Damn. Well, okay, I guess she is. Okay. Oh, all right. All right. Yeah, let's did they flip any other crazy ones? Okay. This deck, by the way, guys, this is crazy. This is Karmatic Exposed by Fire Witch Tarot. One of the queens of making these specialary oracle decks and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, look at this. Like, this is a mess. This is a madhouse. A madhouse. Oh, okay. Yeah, she is the ghost of jealousy. Okay. This was actually in reverse. So I think we're going to actually leave that in reverse because I get the feeling the Divine Masculine is like, listen. So, first off the bat, we have, I manipulate him so well. You thought. You thought. Apparently, he ain't that stupid. We have hater. I love to cause trouble. I love to cause you guys trouble. See, we already know that Karmatics are haters. Guys, I'm picking up a lot of feminine energy for the Karmatics, but I'm also picking up masculine Karmatic energy, especially with the hater card. We have, I wish for your downfall. Hater. Divine Masculine, unsatisfied. She can't do it like my Divine Feminine. Ooh, maybe that's why he waking up. That's some tea. Okay. I act innocent. Well, apparently, so this Karmatic. Ooh, I'm seeing some. Ooh, child. So this Karmatic believes that she's manipulating the masculine with sex. However, he like, no, bitch, no. Unsatisfied, don't like it. Must have a spell on me or something because this is some bullshit. That's what I just heard. Must have a spell on me or something because this is some bullshit. She acts innocent to make him feel crazy. To make him feel like she's not doing what she's doing. So some of these are divine masculines that they're like, nah, this isn't. There's some type of veil. As I said before, I will have a podcast that explains that for you guys. But they're like, there's some type of veil or fog. Like, they feel like a wool has been placed over their eyes. And they're past the phase of trying to just figure it out. They're at the point where they're like, you know what? They're ready to go ham. We have, I constantly lie to your divine masculine. Well, no shit, Sherlock. I don't know where to put that. We'll put that there because it's a long card. It's going to take up space. Oop! We have I envy your twin flame connection. Maybe that's what got you caught. Perhaps, maybe, could be. You know what? Let's sit in a scent up here. Move this over here so we can do like that. I mean, I'm reading them to you guys anyway, but scarcity. I threaten him when he tries to leave me. So they're holding something over his head. Now, in this case, I'm seeing some threaten you, divine feminine. I'm also picking up masculine energy from this card too. Somebody, if you're a masculine watching for your feminine, you feel like they're dealing with a karmatic, the person they're dealing with threatens them whenever they think about going back to you. Like I said, the hater card in this card, and this one actually, the I envy your twin flame connection. So these are some toxic people. So that explains that verse. And who gave you the right to scare my baby? She needs me. Or, he or she, take it how it resonates, right? And who gave you the right to shake my family tree? They're threatening family. They're threatening you because your divine masculine and divine feminine takes you as a part of their family because of the connection that you share. But I'm picking up on feminines that are legit threatening a relative of the masculine to the point where if they're not careful, they might get hurt out here in these streets. I'm not joking. Like I'm about to stutter. These masculines are pissed. The fact that we have I wish for your downfall and the divine feminines on the floor, I feel like perhaps this person has threatened to fight you, harm you in some physical way. Like she let it slip, because I'm picking up a female for that. She let it slip. And the divine masculine energy, male or female, because I'm also sensing some same-sex couples, but however the cookie crumbles. I'm trying to like calm it down. This originally says, I've been overindulging with the karmatic, but Spirit said leave it in reverse. So they're not. The divine feminine thinks this is happening because the karmatic is making the divine feminine think that that's what's happening. But the masculine said, nah. So some of these divine masculines may have stopped already having physical intimacy. The only thing that's keeping them from coming to you right away is they're trying to I'm trying to figure out what to do about this crazy bitch. Like and they put a knife in my back, shot an arrow in me. Tell me, are you the ghost of jealousy? I'm haunting the divine feminine. Who gave you the right to scare my baby? She needs me. And who gave you the right to shake my family tree? They, the karmatic, put a knife, that's his blood on there, in my back by acting all innocent, trying to make the divine masculine think he crazy for seeing what he's seeing. You ain't crazy. Because divine masculine, I'm pretty sure you're going to come across this. You are not crazy. You're not crazy. The divine feminine's not crazy. The divine feminine in this karmatic situation knows they're not crazy. They're just kind of scared because they don't want for the karmatic person they're dealing with to hurt their significant other, their counterpart. That's what's coming through here. Meanwhile, the karmatic that is a feminine, because she's coming in as a she. I'm hearing the she. They're trying to put spells on the divine feminine. And if the divine feminine's operating from a low vibration of depression or some type of anxiety issue, because I'm seeing divine feminines to deal with anxiety. You don't like small spaces. Some of you are afraid of heights. So in dreams, they make you think that you're like falling from heights or that you're in a cramped space like an elevator or even a box. Bitch, a box? A box. What? Where they do that at? Like, ooh. That answers the question. Divine masculine said, are you the ghost of jealousy? Yes, they are. They're the ghost of jealousy. I'm feeling like these masculines had no idea it was like this, but they see it's like this now. But when they first got with this person, some of them are runners. Some of them, you left them for whatever reason. We're not even going to dive into all of that because, again, I don't have the tarot. That's probably why some of them want the tarot. They want to give like the backstory. I have no idea what cards will come out next time, but this is insane. We have secrets at the top of the deck. And we have, so these Karmatics, I'm actually feeling like this is the male Karmatic. Some type of secret the male Karmatic has. And then we have, ooh, my higher self is begging me to leave the Karmatic. That feels like both. The divine feminine is dealing with the Karmatic and the divine masculine dealing with the Karmatic. The only reason the divine masculine, it's not that he's not listening to his higher self. He just hasn't physically went through with it because he's trying to figure out maybe how to get proof on this person's crazy, on their craziness. Because you can't go to the police station and be like, yeah, so this chick I know, like, put spells on me, and, like, she goes and puts nightmares in my divine feminine's head because she's the ghost of jealousy, and I like to press charges. Like, legit, you can't do that, right? So they may be trying to go to someone. They may be trying to go to someone to get a cleansing, to get this cleansed off of them. Some of them are relying heavily on prayer, but they feel like they need to go to someone. They feel like they need, and they don't know who to trust because they don't know who this person may have went to. You don't want to go to, but look, the fact that we have, they put a knife in my back, shot an arrow in me, and this chick is like, I constantly lie to your divine masculine. You're stabbing the divine masculine in the back because you putting lies out there. You lying, acting all innocent, act like you're not doing what you're really doing. And it's not just about trying to put spells or nightmares in your head. Words are spells. I keep telling y'all that. Words are vibration, they're feeling, their frequency, they send out a tone. When that tone goes out, it can create and manifest. And that is really what a spell is. It's a manifestation. It's a power that's in any and everyone to do. However, the reason spells of a negative vibration can work so well on a person is when that person is, one, unaware, two, they themselves are operating from a low vibration. Depression, anger, sadness, regret, all of those emotions, if you stay in them, if you're swallowed by them, you give someone the keys, so to speak, to know how to trigger you. This is why I say to you guys, it's important to recognize your triggers. In that sense, you can be grateful because now you know, okay, this was a trigger for me. This is something I need to clear, I need to cleanse. But you need to clear and cleanse it because somebody will try to use those triggers to set you off, to make you feel some type of way. And while you're in there feeling that grief or feeling that pain or, oh, they don't love me, self-doubting yourself, whatever, you know your situation. In the meantime and in between time that you're doing that, they are getting off on it. They're draining from your energy. They're taking from you. We're all connected. Everything, everyone, every being, human, animal, astral family, celestial family, lower vibrational regions, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, everything's connected. And because everything's connected, everything can affect everything. So you have to keep in mind that, first of all, you're the divine feminine. Point blank, period. As you can see, both the masculines and the others are, look at the eyes of jealousy. Look at that. Can I put the light on that? You see how they're glowing in the dark? Your connection's undeniable. And this is definitely a twin flame connection, which means this person probably knows a lot about that, probably has researched it. I do feel like some are amateurs. I'm not going to lie. I feel like some of these Karmatics are amateurs. They don't really know what they're doing. The only reason what they're doing is even working a little bit is because, one, at one point in time, the masculine was operating from a very low vibration. And then two, at one point in time, you were operating from a low vibration. So they utilized that moment to get as far in this as they could get. Your masculine wants you to know this so that you know to place positive protection around your connection, around yourself first and foremost, because their highest concern is you. And I really feel like that's what popped everything off. It was like they were in a veil, they were in a haze. And the moment the Karmatic, especially the feminine one, was like, I'm going to do this to you, to your family, yeah, that made them angry. But the moment it was, whatever your name is, I'm feeling like one of you divine feminines, your name begins with an S. I'm picking up a few letters. I'm picking up S, R, T, A, B, like a Brittany. I don't know why everybody else is a letter but Brittany. Brittany, or some type of fancy name. Like, it's with a B, but it's like fancy. It's like foreign. It sounds European. I don't want to like murder it though, because it's so many languages coming in. I'm picking up the M, like Mizuki, Mizuki-chan, Mizuki, a Mizuki, or something that sounds similar to it. But I heard Chan at the end, and Mizuki is, that's wow. That's like moon in Japanese. So, okay, this is getting a little too specific. We're going to reel this back because this is for the collective. This is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, especially from this. Don't take on nothing that don't belong to you. Don't take on nothing that don't belong to you. But your divine masculine just wants you to be protected. They're putting protection on you. They're guarding you. So that's why they haven't come back to you yet. Some of them want to hide, like just haul ass, hightail it out there and haul ass to you, but they're like, no, 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 no. I gotta take care of this crazy heifer before then. So they're trying to figure out how to come out of this without bringing the drama to your door. I feel like some of them don't know where you live, so everything they're sending is vibrational. But they're not ready for this masculine to pop off. That's for sure. They really legit think that they have the upper hand. I'm sensing the shuffle for one more, so let's see what the one more is. At the bottom of the deck, we have, I have psychological issues. Well, no shit, Sherlock. You don't say. You don't say. I'm hearing again, they put a knife in my back. They put a knife in my back, shining arrow in me. To me, are you the ghost of jealousy? Woo! Wow. Yep. Okay, well, look, there you go. There's your answer. This is, well, now you guys know how I song channel, first of all. As you can see, sometimes it can be crazy, but this is real crazy because you see how the cards acted earlier. Like, so yeah, once again confirming they're of jealousy. I hate watching you succeed. They hate watching the divine masculine succeed, and they hate watching you succeed. So some of these feminists can watch you from social media. That's what I'm hearing. They watch you on social media. They don't really know where you live. Maybe they know like your city or something, but maybe the divine masculine had you on their phone, or again, they spiritually looked. Some of you may not believe in certain things, but like I say, some things are absolute regardless of what you believe. So whether you've met them or not, I feel like some of you do know who this is. I'm also seeing that, yeah, some of these karmatics have dark hair. Some have like piercing blue eyes. Other have like a greenish color. Like it's kind of, see, I see spiritually. So when I'm seeing eye colors that are like, it's the eye color, but there's something behind it. For me, the color is different than what it may be for you, but I'm going to guess that their eyes are like a hazel. But for me, it's like a greenish color because they actually look almost black. They're green, but they look almost black. Some of you know who this is. That's just some of the attributes. We have, I burn with anger and hate when you communicate. So they know that at some point the masculine like communicates with you, or is or has been in communication, and whenever that happens, they're the ghost of jealousy. Like whatever that secret is that the male one has, it's something they're hiding from the divine feminine for that masculine energy that came in as a karmatic. I do also sense that some of these female ones have a secret too, because we have I act innocent. It's not just about acting innocent when they're being accused of something. They've always acted innocent. Always. They've always been manipulative. I feel like some of y'all, the relationship between you and the divine masculine, it went kind of crazy. It went kind of left. And so This is like, people keep thinking there aren't consequences to karmatic situations. The more toxic the situation, the more that there's a consequence. Fatal attraction is a real thing. So sometimes, speaking to you masculines, because y'all do it the most. Feminists do it too, but masculines, y'all go overboard. You get angry, you get mad, that over the top, like egotistical feeling comes out, testosterone, whatever you want to call it, and then you just jump into stuff. You just jump in a pile of doo-doo. You're dealing with, if I wish tarot called the karmatics doo-doo or poo-poo, something like that. But I'm gonna just say it bluntly, y'all be falling into some shit, and you don't know who you're dealing with because energetically you weren't paying attention, you weren't prepared, you were so busy either trying to get the divine feminine back because they left, or you left them, trying to run, trying to settle, whatever it may be, and you didn't take time to really question what the connection is. And unfortunately, just like with every karmatic situation, there's a lesson to learn here. The question is, what kind of lessons are you trying to learn? Because now you're dealing with a cray-cray who admits that they're cray-cray. They admitted that through the deck. They're wounded. I'm like this because I'm wounded. Okay, well, that's no excuse for all of that. That's no excuse to be threatening people's family. That's no excuse to be threatening somebody's significant other just because you... Here's the other crazy thing about this. Karmatics have twin flames too. Karmatics have divine partners too. But they go rogue. So while they're sitting there messing with somebody that's not even theirs to begin with, because they're just not. Like, I know some, again, the karmatics that are more like a soul tie, they're not always toxic. They can have drama, they can have challenges, but they're not always toxic. But when it's toxic, that's someone who's slithered their way in. They're appearing to be someone they're not. You got mimics. Listen, y'all check that out on the podcast, Light Wisdom Podcast. The link is in the description. I'll go into that on another day. I got to shut this reading off because this is cray-cray. So, divine feminists, first and foremost, the way to protect yourself other than cleansing and whatnot, I would recommend that. I would recommend taking a salt bath. I would recommend just cleansing, banishing anything that don't belong to you. Get yourself some sage protection oil, maybe sage every day. I would recommend you sage every day. I know some people be like, I can't stand the smell of sage. Well, look, if you having these weird dreams, if you feel like sometimes you're in a room and you got to keep looking over your shoulder, or you got someone that's stalking you on social media, like, and I feel like these divine feminists I'm picking up on, you're not an expert in this. Like, you know what you feel, but you don't know how to describe or deal with what you feel. The first thing to do is to recognize that you are a divine feminine. You come from the divine. You are divinity. You are a reflection of it. Nothing and no one should be able to say, do, or cause you harm because your guardians and your protection has your back. You must believe in your protection and you must pay attention to those feelings when they're giving you warnings and signs. If you're able to communicate with your ancestors, pay attention to which ancestors you're communicating to. Not all ancestors are good ancestors. Pay attention. And when they're telling you don't go somewhere, don't do something, don't post that, don't say that, because some of y'all put your business on social media. Every time you think about the divine masculine, you quick to say something. You quick to, oh, I missed this, or even if it's subliminal, they're with them. They know the masculine. They're going to know what you're talking about. When you're talking with the masculine, if some of y'all get a sick feeling in your stomach, that's them trying to channel into your conversation. Put protection on your phone calls, on your conversation. I feel like some of you may have divine masculines that confess some of this to you already, but they didn't go too deep because they were like, okay, I'm hearing Shawty might think I'm tripping. You know your divine masculine, you know how they talk. That's the first step there. For the divine masculines, you need to make the solid decision that you're leaving. That's number one. Same thing, sage, recognize who and what you are. Look, you can catch this person texting crazy stuff. Like, they may act innocent, but most of the time, these karmatics, they got triggers like everybody else, okay? They leave trails. They leave cookie crumbs. You just need to collect the cookie crumbs. If they're legit trying to be serious about hurting your divine feminine, they done type something somewhere. They've said something to somebody. You just have to pay attention. But if you stay only in anger, then you might snap and you might do something that you'll regret. at least in the context that it may pull you further away from your divine feminine. This is for guidance and clarity. What you do, that's up to you. I would recommend that you get away from this person to keep from being triggered into doing something you'll regret to or with this person. That would be the spiritual advice that I would give from a spiritual perspective. But again, your decisions are completely yours. How you handle the situation, completely up to you. You're responsible for your actions. That means the good, the bad, the ugly, the in between. Both divine feminines and masculines are responsible for their own actions. You have to bear that in mind, because sometimes you can get so into an angry vibration, you'll say, do, be triggered. And again, this is why we cleanse triggers out. Not all triggers are good triggers. Triggers in general aren't necessarily supposed to be good, but normally they can trigger you to want to change and just kind of go within. I feel like this divine masculine is on the edge. Like he's on the edge, like he about to pop off, cuss this chick out. I'm hearing certain things, but I'm not going to repeat them. I'm not doing that to the masculine. I'm not going to repeat what I'm hearing. But yeah, this is why they haven't contacted you yet. And for the masculine that's watching, because you're like, I feel like I'm tripping and I just want to know if this chick is like some type of ghost of jealousy on my back. I hate watching you succeed. I burn with anger and hate when both of you communicate, talking about you and your feminine. They manipulate you. They play innocent after the fact. And we're not talking like the kind of, and we're talking the kind of fake innocence that even like a person of the law would be like, okay, you bullshitting. but they think they have the masculine wrapped around their finger. They're kind of starting to realize something's off, because like I said, some of these masculines, some are not sleeping with them anymore. They're making excuses to not be around them. Your higher self is saying get out. When your higher self tells you to get out, come on, brother, come on, brother man, listen, come on. They wish for the feminine's downfall and the connection's downfall. They're a hater. Most importantly, they just came straight out and said that they're legit haunting the divine feminine. They're trying to like sit in the divine feminine space. If this is the divine feminine, this is them trying to like mimic that person to get in their spot. So they answered your questions as far as I'm concerned. Did they stick a knife in your back? Yeah. Yep. They sure did. Sure did. I feel like this might also be them cheating. You're not giving them what they want. They're with you for selfish reasons as it is. It's probably one of those, if I can't have him, nobody can type of mentality. He's not giving me what I want though, so I'm going to go run the streets. So some of them are two timing, triple timing. Wow, I just heard. I'm not channeling that song. We're not doing that. One song is enough. You're not satisfied. And we got secrets. So, and divine feminines, are they indulging? No. So I will put a prayer in place for you guys. But I'm going to end this here because we've already went on for a while. I thought this was going to be short. Clearly, I was wrong. I don't even know what the tarot version of this will reveal. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. Blessings, protection from the divine and your higher selves and your astral, celestial family placed upon you. You guys are divine feminines, divine masculines. Step into that position with power, confidence, and authority. No one and nothing can do to you what you don't allow them to do. That's mentally, physically, and it's damn sure spiritually, you dig? Okay, love y'all. Bye-bye.